Grixis is pretty much the deck that will just never leave this metagame until rotation, probably. And it's been more and more frustrating to face as time goes on, just playing against Fable, Shield Red, Harvester nonstop, and not really having, the agency to deck build cool, like, new decks with some of the new cards, just because you're kind of stuck trying to build a Fable and Shield Red deck, so you're kind of stuck in red black to like build a top tier competitive list. So anytime you don't have those colors in your deck, and even if you have one of them, I would argue you really need red. Like actually they're about the same. I would say red or black. So if you're not in red or black, if you start playing like blue white or whatever, those decks really feel like they're missing something, and that something is usually Fable, Harvest, or Shield Red. So I've been really frustrated with trying to play other decks on ladder and just facing Grixis over and over and over and over again. Like, they're everywhere. So I figured, we kind of have to just head back to the basics of beating Grixis. And that would probably be Mono White. I think Mono White is, it's not the best deck, I would say, right now, just because there are a lot of reanimation decks and a lot of Itali decks, a lot of decks that will be casting 7 drops that can just win the game on the spot. So it's kind of a weird position to be in as mono white, but I still think the deck is really good. Like, as long as we have answers in standard to deal with those big decks, and it's mostly going to be Stone Brain and some form of tempo advantage with the new card Invasion of Gobakon that has been absolutely incredible in this deck. Really surpassed my expectations in a mid-rangey deck. Like, I didn't think it would be that good, but since the games go really long, any amount of stats that you can stack on your tokens, or I don't know, your Sarah Paragon, or literally any creature, even specifically the 2/2 white samurai tokens with vigilance, like vigilance and +1/+1 counters really scales high. And wedding announcement on top of that can really upskill any creature you play into an actual threat. And this Invasion of Gobkon really allows mono white to take advantage of the early game, where usually they are a little bit weaker. Like, the deck mono white takes a while to get going, especially since I'm playing like demolition fields and stuff. I might not have enough white sources to lay down arms on curve, so I'm looking to kind of grind out my opponents by destroying their lands and stopping them from casting multicolored spells potentially, while I'm just, buying myself time to get enough mana overall to be able to do everything that I want to do. So Invasion of Gobakon does that perfectly. It's a 2 mana. You can potentially stop them from casting a Fable on curve, which would potentially lose you the game. Same thing for Shield Red, same thing for Invoke, same thing for Atraxa, Cruelty of Gix. Like, any number of really key permanents or spells that your opponents want to cast, they will be unable to cast them for a little bit longer, as it buys you enough time to find other answers for those cards. And if you manage to destroy it, obviously you get that a really good enchantments. Notably, the Light Shield Array has incredible synergy with Sarah Paragon, because you can sack it to give Hexproof and Indestructible, and then it goes in your graveyard, and then you bring it back out, and then you get another tax effect. So just really good. And even more impressive than that, Sarah Paragon having 3 power and being a 3/4 flyer, it will most likely be able to attack the invasion immediately. So you sack it, you replay it on your turn, and then you attack it, and then you get it again, and then your Sarah Paragon's a 4/5. So, a really crazy card, and I'm really happy to see this kind of effect in mono white. I think it gives it way more viability against those decks that I mentioned that are difficult to face. To go along with that, I'm playing Peacekeeper, so I'm essentially against those decks. I'm going for the tax strat. At first, this deck was blue-white, actually. I was playing Counter Magic, but I ended up realizing really quickly that holding Counter Magic against decks with Duress is a little bit suboptimal. You have to take more of a proactive route, and that's what we're doing here with the Peacekeepers. Other than that, I don't have anything like too crazy. Just a few more copies of some Planeswalkers, Destroy Evil. We've got 2 Stone Brains, which is there for the reanimation decks, where I take Italia, take Atraxa. Mostly Atraxa, I would say. I think Italia is not a huge problem unless it grabs your Planeswalkers, and that can be an issue. But yeah, at the end of the day, this is a deck that I built to beat Grixis, and it does that pretty reliably. Now, of course, it's not like you're not going to win every match against Grixis, but it is probably the deck with the highest potential win rate against Grixis, just from playing, a bunch of permanents that are annoying, some life gain, just Ossification is a nightmare to deal with for them. Sunfall's actually really good against Grixis because you're exiling stuff, so they can't actually get it back with they can't go into their graveyard with the Praiser, so that's also relevant. It gives you another big token. The land destruction is really good against Grixis because you can take away their blue sources potentially to allow you to cast spells into no blue mana. So then if they don't have blue mana, well, they can't counter your spells. So that's actually really good. But yeah, other than that, that's all I have to say about MonoW. I mean, it's a straightforward deck. Nothing too crazy. 26 lands, land destruction. Now, I will say I'm not 100% sure about the land destruction, but it does feel like you kind of have to play it as mono white. You have to take advantage of the fact that you're monocolor deck and kind of attack your opponent's weak points um, as much as you possibly can. Like the issue is that since it's so straightforward of a deck, you have to take advantages where you can get them, and this is definitely one of those advantages. On the in addition to Roadside Reliquary, which are both really good with Sarah Paragon. So we're trying to leverage this card that allows you to get a permanent from your graveyard that you can cast each turn that has 3 CMC or less. So you can grab a land from your graveyard, play it, really good stuff. Anyways, that's all I have to say. Enjoy the matches. Oh, before we jump into the gameplay, I just wanted to mention I do have a detailed guide with a Google Doc on how to beat Grixis over on Patreon if you're interested. So if you want to help support me as I keep making these videos, you can head on over there and get some bonus strategic content. Well, this is a decent start, right? Decent start against Atraxa, which is probably my worst matchup, so that's cool. Actually, well, I don't know. It's not a horrendous matchup because I've healed, but I can't really deal with Atraxa, so maybe I need a Stone Brain, huh? Well, that's quite good. But now I can't deal with Fable. And there are way too many Grixis and Rakdos players on ladder. I definitely have to play mono white at this point, I think. But I'm not really sure how you're supposed to deal with reanimation strats. Except for hers, obviously. Wonder if I just nuke that or what. Kind of want to. But I also want to develop. I don't think I nuke it. I think I just leave it. I don't know, actually. I don't know. What's the blow for? Counter spells? I kind of want to pressure them too, though. It's kind of a weird position to be in. I think it is worth breaking it because probably best case scenario here is that I get the Bankbuster going. I don't know if I'm going to be able to kill them in time anyways. They have life gain. Damn, they're so slow. I hate it. Whatever. Stonebrain a good way to deal with reanimation? It is, but it would literally only be for reanimation, so it's kind of awkward. It wouldn't be super effective. So this costs me... So I would only be left with 3 mana, which is not great. But I guess I would be left with 3 mana. No. Never mind. I do want to activate Bankbuster. I probably have to be running. I don't know. Should I run Stone Brain? I'm not sure. I'm really not sure. I don't know. I don't know. MonoW definitely struggles with the Traxa, but it's not extremely bad either because they get a bunch of stuff that doesn't really do much against me most of the time. Oh, that's kind of annoying. I wasn't expecting that. Otherwise, I probably would have nuked that. But hey, whatever. I guess I just pass. Trying to find Sunfall. If I had found Sunfall there, I would not pass this, but I don't want them gaining much life here, if possible.
You're done.
Pretty annoying.
I guess that's that.
Could draw and get it back. I don't know if destroying that does anything. I could also do it though. Who knows? Maybe they're, I don't know. Maybe they don't have another white source. I mean, I really, oh, they don't have another land, period. That's really good. Okay, so they're greeting on lands. That's the only hope I have for this matchup, basically. Especially game one, is that, wow, I would have destroyed them if I had destroyed that land earlier. I really did not expect them to not have another basic. But I guess that's good for me. If they're perpetually stuck on 5 mana, that could be a really good way to win this. I have a lot of destruction effects. Maybe I should have exiled that. I don't know. The life blink is kind of annoying. Oh, that's good though. So that allows me to get another one if I want to. I might actually do. I mean, it's really paramount that since I have no more basics, I can just leave them on. Oh, that's good though. I can also Loran and free my other one, which is probably what I'm gonna do here. Oh no, I can. I'm getting another land here. Worst case, I just play this if they manage to, I don't know, counter this or something. Yeah, I mean, it's always frustrating facing a land destruction deck as a deck that needs a ton of colors and is only playing 5 basics, so they and a 7 drop. Like if it was 5 basics and your top curve is 5, then that's fine, right? But top curve 7 with the 5 basics, that's why you need at least that's why you need at least 7 basics, I think. That way you can get to 7 at minimum, right? All right, good. At least I didn't play this one out because that would have been a pain. Okay, also, I guess there is a reason for me to just play 3-stroke instead of 1-stroke 2 negate, just because of hardcast attracts them. That way I don't have to play Stonebrain. Yeah, it's probably just smarter. Yeah, it's just smarter. I should definitely do that. But yeah, maybe I don't need Stonebrain if I have 3-stroke, so that's probably the better way to go about it. Or, I mean, it's not probably, it is the better way to go about it. I would say this is a decent matchup with my counter magic, but the issue is that it's not the right counter magic. But I have 1-stroke and I have 2 invasions, so that's kind of interesting. Those invasions, oh man, come on. It's so unfortunate. The invasions could definitely be something else though. They could just be the 2-stroke. But I think invasion really has a different purpose. It's not really supposed to be like a stroke. It's supposed to help me curve out because most of my deck is not that good early. That's a little bit scary actually. So I can get my blue on 4 at most, yeah. I mean, at that point, this might as well be a stroke, I guess. The fact that they're playing Briefcase is a little bit scary. I really do not want to pop this field on this turn. Just because it's really inefficient. But I have a feeling it could be bad, but I just can't, I really can't play off curve this hard though. It just feels terrible. It doesn't deny them a mana, it just denies them colored mana. That is annoying. That is a really good way to play around counter magic, so maybe I do need Stone Brain because they can get... Maybe I play 1 Stone Brain, and then the rest is counter magic. That's fine. I guess I get Bankbuster back. I was gonna ramp, but... I guess at this point there's no real point in ramping. Maybe I do Companion instead of Bankbuster, actually. It's harder for them to... I think I might do it just because it's guaranteed draw. And Bankbuster is not because it comes in tabs. That's kind of annoying. I don't have Farewell. I probably should be playing... Yeah, why am I playing Sunfall over Farewell? I'm so delusional. Wait, I don't even have... Oh, I only have 1 Farewell. Okay. Actually, I would have to add a Farewell to the sideboard for that to be actually relevant. They don't have white. Which means oh, they do have white. Well, whatever. They have white here, and they're gonna have white there as well. Oh, that's kind of good. And they have white in hand as well. I mean, Sunfall's good against this. I will have to admit that. Well, maybe I should have popped the field there. Yeah, probably. They have all the colors either way. It is annoying though that I lose my... I mean, this is good and bad for me, basically. Do I need to remove their blue? Not really. I just remove their green, right? So it's bad because I don't get to attack the invasion, but it's good because I get the Sunfall. Although I kind of wanted to get the Bankbuster token as well. In this case, Farewell would have been a little bit better, I think. Still, I don't know. What's the value of a 7/7? I guess it depends how much I value this card. Ugh. Can't get past. I guess I don't value it at all, honestly, because like, it can't even bypass this. Oh, now I can. Okay, that's interesting. It can, but at what cost? I'm still kind of screwed. I think Bankbuster just really screws me up. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. Okay, tap line, good. So they can't cast that. Gives me a little bit of time. Maybe I get lucky in a fine stroke. Or I don't know. That's not terrible. That's really not terrible. I wouldn't say it's fantastic, but the fact that I can finally get some card draw back. There's no point in destroying, right? No. They're still missing a red source, so they can get it. I am swinging though, so maybe maybe they don't get super lucky with this Atraxa, and I can somehow just outscale it with my scaling big fatty. I just need a removal spell. Well, I won't be able to beat it if I don't find a removal spell. I think that's the issue. Okay, they didn't keep duress, which is good for me. I still have Farewell. Still have Destroy Evil. I still have... Actually, I don't have much that can kill that. I just have Destroy Evil. Yeah, Farewell, Destroy Evil, Eternal Wanderer. The wedding announcement draw was really brutal. I think if they don't draw this, I have a chance. But the fact that they drew infinite, like this is gain like 20 something life, like 25 or something, way too much. Okay, wow, that's unfortunate. I guess it's over. All right, change of plans then. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. Probably should have been playing that. So I'll probably just go tempo. This is relatively low tempo, but gives me a land. Can be important. Spirited Companion can be important as well. I guess the counter spells just don't matter that much since they have the rest anyways. I might as well just not play them. I'm thinking about Lay. Doesn't seem to be that good. It doesn't seem like they're playing other creatures other than Fable. Like, Fable is a problem. And I need some interaction for it, but how much, really? The question is how much? Probably not that much. Also, Wedding Announcement is not worth that much, I think. I'd almost rather just have Wandering Emperor for quicker scaling. And I guess I'll play a Companion as well. Smooth out the early game a little bit. I do have to be careful about Fable token, though. It might be smarter to not play Ley and to play Ossification. Just because it can deal with Atraxa more reliably. Even though it also deals with Fable token. It's not as resilient, but might just be better. How's White? I don't know, I hit my worst matchup, so that's just how everything's going today. Just terrible luck, so it feels good though. Like the deck feels good. Just wish I wasn't facing Domain Ramp. I guess it's not even my worst matchup. My worst matchup is Cruelty of Gix, probably. Which I probably need Stone Brain. Well, I have Hearst for that matchup. It's kind of interesting. Like, I think I have almost more tools to deal with that than. I mean, I guess there's really no point in taking Wedding Announcement if they're getting a treasure anyways. That is so unfortunate. Holy shit. I would have taken that every day. Oh man, that is just very unlucky. But again, today is just that kind of day. I can't believe they top deck Gangbuster. Like, so bad. At least I get to ramp a little bit. And they drew one basic, which is good. I just have to play my flyer, hope it can attack invasion. There might be some merit to playing like a Mardu deck with Light Shield Array and Archangel double ping this. Of course, they're playing random Go for the Throat. Like and they found it too. Like they're probably playing one. Very tilting. But this is why this game is really frustrating. Like sometimes when luck is not on your side, it just feels horrendous. Like I lost the matchup flip, and now they're just getting lucky as hell. They went from an opening hand that was not very good to an opening hand that is just absolutely insane. So I'm assuming they have white in hand. I just have to hope they don't have another answer, but at this point it's a little bit late since they have Bankbuster and they can play Fable for chump blockers, so I lost my opportunity. I had to... That Angel had to live, and if it lives, I probably win. If it doesn't, I'll probably lose the game. What can I bring back? I guess land destruction land. mean, at the very least, they lose their Bankbuster crew. Maybe that's something. I still have one farewell that can potentially bring me back in this, as long as they don't play a Traxa. I drew 0 Peacekeepers. Okay. Might be a little bit interesting. But I would not cast it now, right? I need to... it's interesting. I could cast it now. I probably shouldn't. I don't know when I'm going to be able to cast it, really, though. All I know is it's not now. I'm going to cast it once they answer my board a little bit more, I think. Because I am ahead on board right now. Until they find a Traxa, obviously. Destroy, then they're down to basics, but I'm still far from destroying them enough here. I do have an answer to Atraxa, which is kind of good. That's good. I want them to use their removal spells, and that also means they don't have Atraxa, so that's also definitely a good thing. Maybe I want to farewell before this gets out of hand. Although they can activate it now if they want to, so... Not sure when I'm going to get the opportunity to play this. Maybe it is now. I kind of want to nuke their board, though. Like, as in, I want to nuke their lands pretty hard. I think I'm going to do that. Maybe I go for a double nuke into Wandering Emperor. They're probably drawing, right? Nope. Okay. Oh. Fine, I guess. Whatever. So they go down one land here. Unless they... I should have let them draw. Yeah. I'll do that for the second. I'll let them draw in case they draw the basic. Oh, it's too late. Okay. I guess I only had one opportunity to do that. I might... No, I shouldn't destroyable that. I have to keep the destroyable for Traxa. Yeah, sure. They could have done that last turn. It would have been better. So that's good. At least they passed their turn. If I find enough land destruction, I can just completely shaft them here, but I'm out. I used 4 already. I don't have Sarah Paragon. Well, my Sarah Paragon died too early. It's really unfortunate, but par for the course. I mean, as long as they don't find it again, I don't care what they do as long as they don't have Atraxa. So if they top deck Duress and they didn't find Atraxa, that's fine, I guess. Maybe I do at this point. Just get rid of that. A lot of tempo. There's a lot of tempo here. A decent draw. I wouldn't say that's fantastic, but I guess that's okay as well. Alright, so now if I find ossification, I can actually just straight up win the game. May or may not be good enough. I mean, I don't know. I need ossification. I did board them all in, so now I have answers for like a hard cast attract, so that's actually not bad. That's actually not bad. Because that means I can attack with first strike into Atraxa now. But it also means I can't play Wandering Emperor. Oh, I should have nuked their land. Whoops. It's fine. It's kind of annoying, but I just drew a Ganjo, so that's not too bad of a proposition, really. I don't think the maybe the mana did matter. Why didn't they ping this? It is annoying that they're getting a block off, though. Okay, well, that's okay. I'd get rid of blue, red. I guess it's probably... I'm trying to think. It's probably green, right? Green, black? Yeah, it's probably green, black. Alright, now comes the question of whether or not I want to play this. And I think the answer is yes. I need more attackers. Oh, but what if they crew? Oh, they could crew. And then use the lifelink to screw me over. Which would be bad. But if I don't play this, then I'm not going to win either, so... I guess there's really no option here.
You started this fight, but I'm going to end it.
No, there's really no option. I'm gonna have to take a slow line, unless I find ossification, which is possible. Doggo's decent. The 2/2. Oh, it's a 1/1, but it crews, so that's actually good. Okay, that's actually good. Alright. Okay. So I can do this. Crew in with these and go in with everything. And I can actually use the Aganjo now aggressively. It was this or ossification that could do it. I could also do that, that's okay. Either way, I get rid of the lifelinker. Good health swing. They didn't even go for the block with the Bankbuster, so actually they wouldn't. Yeah, actually, what am I talking about? They wouldn't even do that. They don't have a reason to do that. Decent. I can make another 2/2. Alright, jeez. Nightmare. I don't know. I really don't want to play the game that much more, so. We'll see what I get here. Bad hand. Decent hand. I really want Sarah Paragon number 4. I'm usually the type of player to just play 4. Like I don't really know why I didn't make room for the 4th one. I guess I just didn't really think about it enough. Or I didn't feel like I had room for it, but I should just force it. Like I feel like Sarah Paragon's just so good with these. Okay, thank goodness. No Fable. But the bad news is this looks like a Rakdos deck. That's good actually. If I didn't draw Wedding Announcement, I think we were screwed there. Because I'm already at a tempo loss. Well, actually no, I wasn't screwed because they didn't have Fable. Basically, as long as I dodge Fable, it's actually okay. Everything's alright as long as Fable doesn't hit the board at any point. Okay, the Grixis is a much better matchup. So against Grixis, we can just start getting rid of their stuff. But yeah, Rakdos would be a little bit more problematic than Grixis. Grixis usually plays like 2 or 3 basics at most. Some even less than that. Maybe 1, maybe 0. Well, looks like it's 1. At least. Oh god. Well, that's kind of interesting. I mean, I am way behind on board now. And I don't have time. The problem is I'm on the draw here. So even though they didn't have Fable, I'm at a huge loss. I'm at a huge tempo loss from just being on the draw. Okay. Interesting. Another basic, yeah. Would be pretty bad if they had another fairy mastermind, but I'm not playing around that. Simply not worth it. Okay, now we have good board presence. One problem is that I'm not that good against Invoke yet until I get this down or this. So definitely need a little bit more time. I'm at a huge disadvantage just trying to come back from being on the draw here. I think that's a good sign. Cruelty. A little bit annoying. I really wanted to play that. Not a huge deal. I can't draw on my turn, which is kind of annoying. That's decent. Any amount of extra enchantments are going to be good here. Keep making board presence or attack for 6 and draw. Kind of like attack for 6 and draw here. They're gonna take 3. I maybe get a 2-turn clock here. That's fine, I guess. Unless they draw shield red. I'm a little bit scared of my life total, but at the same time, again, I have to take some risks. They're in a spot where I could be in a really bad spot soon. Although they just don't have a blood token, so they can't really Atraxa into something here. I might hold on to this for Atraxa. And I can get back That's unfortunate. They're running a lot of basics, so I can't quite destroy their land yet. So I'll probably get Spirited Companion. Your Ossification Fable token? Yeah, 100%. You always do. Ah, really annoying. Now I feel like I can't get the doggo back, unfortunately. So I won't do it. Just have to get the land destruction. There's no way I can go any lower than this. It's too dangerous. Pretty close though. We're in a spot here where I could win the game soon. Wow. The fact that that's a good play is kind of scary. Also means I can't attack. Huh. Lay would be a fantastic draw here. I mean, I really can't risk taking damage. Double removal spell. Am I really gonna eat double removal spell? I can crew. Oh, I can't crew. Okay, the question is, am I gonna eat double removal spell? If I do, I lose the game. So I guess it's not worth the risk. But I don't know if I can win without dealing 4 and drawing a card here. That's the issue. Actually, wait. No, these become 3/3. I should have attacked. There's very low chance of them having 2/3 damage spells. Cut down was what I was scared of, but I forgot that this is flipping. So actually, I think it's fine. I mean, but this is also fine. Like making a token here might be good enough as well, because I can crew the Bank Buster. I might be able to full swing out. It would be at the price of losing my Bank Buster, which I think I should still go for. Like this looks like a situation where I should just go for it. Worst case, I just Sunfall. Best case, they're dead. We'll see. I mean, they need, again, they need double. If they find a removal spell here, I guess they can live. That was pretty unfortunate. I mean, it would have been unfortunate. If the life gain changes the direction of that game, it would have been scary. But thankfully, it worked out. I think Invasion is actually kind of good against Grixis. As well as Loran, of course. Planeswalkers are usually good. Sunfall is fine. Farewell. The question for me is whether... Oh, they're playing Cruelty. Okay, if they're playing Cruelty, I guess I have to Hearse. I really want to try the Invasions, but I feel like they're way better on the play. I'm kind of already like struggling to find slots. They would basically replace Companion, I think, if I had to... I think on the play you can do like Invasion plus Peacekeeper strat, and it might actually work out quite well. I'm wondering Farewell versus Sunfall. Like I feel like Sunfall just has higher upside. Now Destroy Evil is probably not necessary. I think it looks like overkill. Another question is Bankbuster versus Companion. Like Bankbuster, very high upside, also very high downside, as in like it's just sometimes I won't be able to activate it. That's definitely maybe a little bit scary. But we'll try this. I think once I figure out the sideboard plan for this deck against Grixis and other decks, it becomes a lot easier. But right now, with all these, the different things I could do post board are numerous. So until I figure that out, like I don't think on the draw I'm supposed to go into the Peacekeeper Invasion, but I do think Invasion is a good card because on turn 2 it's going to help me stall Fable, which is usually a point in the game where I could lose immediately. But with Invasion, I won't lose immediately, and that's pretty good. Okay, well that's annoying though. That is potentially a lose immediately as well though, so there's no counterplay to that. I need Laurent basically. Oh my god. Oh, Invasion doing work. Double black sword. They kept the. Oh my, come on. Are you kidding me? Like that's so ridiculous. They just naturally draw the red source off of such a bad keep. Oh man. Well, not the end of the world, I guess. Well, hopefully. Let's hope it's not the end of the world. I drew Bankbuster, that's pretty good. So if I find Paragon, I can slap this, which would be fantastic. My best draw is definitely land next turn. They do get a free blood. Ah, come on. This is just a joke at this point. Alright, now I really need. Okay, they're going in. If I find it, I'm in a fantastic position, I think. Still, well, actually, not really. Okay, if I don't find it. I don't know. I want to activate Bankbuster, but I don't feel like I have the ability to do that in this position when I'm under a lot of pressure. I wish Bankbuster would remain crude. Well, in that case, all vehicles should do that then. Or maybe just Bankbuster? I don't know. Sure. I mean, anything that makes this card worse would be good, so. This is kind of funny. Funny interaction. I don't even know if it's good, honestly. But I mean, at this point, I guess I could do this. Which just... Oh, I could take the red. No, I should take the blue. I'll do that, and then I'll do invasion. Oh no, I'll just play field. That's insane. I get an extra land. I need a land. Wait, this is perfect. This is so good. This is beautiful. Yeah, this is just beautiful. Question whether I attack or not. I think so. I think I attack for 5. I could also play defense and not take 4 potentially, which is also, yeah, honestly, I think that's probably better. I'm better off probably with that. But the fact that this pretty much drew me a land is so insane. When otherwise I would have been kind of... Oh, I do have a blocker. I didn't consider that. I didn't consider that I was getting wedding announcement blocker, so maybe I can chump block worst case. This is such an interesting game. This is really showcasing like the strengths of mono white. And I do think this card is quite good. I'm glad I figured that out earlier, sooner rather than later, because I think mono white struggles against 3-drops that are not creatures. So having a card that can help you kind of get around that is very helpful. They can use the treasure if they want, but again, I'm just ramping. I'm literally drawing lands off of Serapheriga. No, this is definitely probably going on YouTube. Yeah, this is an interesting match. Like it's really good that I hit Grixis, unlike the other. Oh wait, I can't ramp again. Oh yeah, I forget it. Yeah, it's not like infinite lands. It's not that broken. Come on. But I wonder if I should invasion here. I probably no, I can't. Okay, that's interesting. Are there creatures in the graveyard? No. Does that mean I draw with Bankbuster or do I invasion here? Maybe I just invasion. Does invasion even do anything? That's the better question. Or is drawing a card here just strictly better? I could actually invasion is good because it can take negate, which means that they will no longer be able to use the treasure for negate, and they can't discard it either. Oh, okay, well, answered my question there. All right, I see what they were going for. Okay, so they were going for grab the Paragon. Oh man, that would be so disgusting. But I have the hearse, and they need to untap land. Might still be able to do it, and I don't have Laurent, so yeah, that's unfortunate. It's not the worst, even still. I do have Wandering Emperor as well. I have my Bankbuster. Um, yeah, it's not fantastic, but I guess the fact that Bankbuster's so broken. The fact that I can't even flip this is frustrating. I guess I just cannot attack, right? At least not right now. I could play this now. I could play this now in crew. I kind of like that. I don't know. It's not. Oh, if they fetch Brotherhoods in, I'm so screwed though. What if I guess I do have a play around Brotherhood's End, kind of. So I'm gonna take it, I guess. It's the only line that kind of makes sense.
Now you've done it.
At least they would have to fetch Brotherhood's End, and that's definitely good for me, right? Wait, I'm trying to think. Is it better for me to minus? If they're gonna get Brotherhood's End anyways. Plusing this doesn't matter because they can send this token in anyways. So minus it is, right?
Let your blade do the talking.
That way I also keep no, I should attack with it, yeah. Well, they have to block, whether it be with this or this. Alright, I mean that's fine. I still get to keep my Bankbuster, although there is a kind of a problem with this, is that I have not activated it a single time. Wait. Oh, it didn't. Oh, never mind. There was no counter to get. I was like, wait, where's the counter? I forgot I didn't flip that. So Brotherhood's End, number 2, most likely, yeah. Yep. Makes sense. It's not that good though. Like this still puts me in a pretty decent position. Not fantastic, but I guess that's annoying. Alright, creature please. Fantastic. That is very good. That is very good. Good thing I ate my own side first. So I don't have to worry about anything coming back here. And I get protection. Very interesting. Alright, that's okay. Again, they don't have blue. As long as they don't have blue, we are fine. And even if they did have blue, I would be able to play this and stop them from... Okay, that is a little bit annoying, I will admit. They don't get to draw, though. So, in a way, it's kind of alright. Like, it's decent tempo still.
I guess that's it then.
And I'm gonna get a second one. This is interesting. See, these stack really well. Like, things get out of hand extremely quickly once you start going for multiple of these. Ah. Kind of annoying. But hey, what can you really do? Not too much. I will keep this in case they top deck a Lily. Probably. I don't know if I need more lands. Like, I'm kind of doing alright. Kind of doing alright on lands. Alright. Invasion number 2. Now this is a 5/5. See how fast this gets out of hand? Like, the value... The additional value you get from Invasion is so crazy in this deck. Because you only need a single creature. And Grixis has trouble dealing with all these tokens. Like, they have to use spot removal each time. And you're generating a ton of tokens through multiple permanents. And it becomes... really dangerous for your opponent to just leave anything on the battlefield once these are in. There's a lot of removal in white. Usually you can take care of their blockers. Yeah. I'm really happy with this current build. Like, I feel like this was a huge addition. I'll just have to figure out the rest. Once that happens, we're in a really good spot. I think Mono White's still a really good deck. I'm okay with Lay here. Actually, I wonder, what's better? Probably Lay, just because... I don't know. I mean, I'm gonna have to do both, so... I'm not even sure why they would crew. It's not like they're gonna chump block, right? You know what? Using this here is such a misplay, I think, but... Let's hope that at this point I can't really do anything that wrong, per se. That's a good draw. Yeah, I think the game is over either way. Who knows? Like, these are really stacking on the pressure. Like, so many, like, anthem effects, kind of, right? Because you already have the wedding announcement scaling up the creatures, and now you have even more. Actually, this card really carried the game. I just realized how hard. Because this is still exiled, and this has not been cast. So, if I didn't have this card, I think I would have just lost Fable. Because Fable just fixes their hand. They can ditch the useless negate. And then they probably find, like, more useful spells. I like it. I have a deep appreciation for Invasion. Very helpful.
If you enjoy my content and would like to help me keep making it, consider supporting me over on Patreon, where you can access to a bunch of bonus videos, as well as other rewards depending on the tiers. And thank you so much to all the lovely patrons that are already subscribed. I appreciate it very much. And I will see you all in the next video.